you've also got to self-custody your Bitcoin to truly own it. If you are holding your Bitcoin on an exchange or some other third-party platform, you don't own that Bitcoin. If your Bitcoin is not stored on a self-custody wallet where you own the 12-word seed key, you don't really own that Bitcoin. So the question is, how do I buy Bitcoin and how do I self-custody Bitcoin? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to start with Strike. That's what Griff and I both use to buy our own Bitcoin. So I'm going to assume that you've already downloaded this. You've already kind of set up your account and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to click on the time deal down here so you don't see other transactions, but it's pretty simple, right? You got 4 buttons down here at the bottom. You got a home page. You got the little time button down here that shows you like all your recent transactions. Pretty standard there. This is just your Bitcoin page where you can kind of click through and see the basic chart. There's not a lot of information here. It's super basic, right? And then finally, you got like your kind of your profile page or whatever, right? Griff, would you send me $10 here on Strike? Let's buy some Bitcoin here. So again, I think that the investment of Bitcoin is an investment in the infrastructure and the growth of Bitcoin. And I think Strike is a great illustration of that. I mean, look at how simple this user interface is. It's very basic. There's not a lot of pizzazz to it. It's obviously black. There's their notification there. Griff sent us $10. So let's buy some Bitcoin here. Watch how simple this is.
And also notice on Strike how when we send money and buy this Bitcoin, how little fees are going to be associated with all of these transactions.
Okay, so we can see up here in the top in the middle that Griff's $10 that he sent me is right there. Now, if I tap on this little Bitcoin button, it's going to give me some 2 options down at the bottom. It says buy and sell. Well, I want to buy, so I'm going to tap on that button. Now, also look at this. Right above the numbers there where it says one-time purchase. If I tap on that, I've got all these different options here. I can buy hourly, I can buy daily, I can buy weekly, I can buy monthly, which is kind of interesting, right? So we could even set up like an hourly purchase. And let's say that I want to set up an hourly purchase of 50 cents every single hour. I can do that if I wanted, which is kind of cool. So I could do next, and I could confirm this hourly purchase of 50 cents worth of Bitcoin every single hour, right? Which is right now that amount would be 2,242 sats, which is kind of cool. But for this one, let's just do a one-time purchase, and we're going to do the max $10. Sorry, I kind of clicked through that quick. So one-time purchase, if you tap on that max $10 button, it'll just do the max, the total amount that you've got in your account. So we can see that our buy price is $22,322.43. And that amount would be 44,798 Satoshis. So if I confirm that purchase, request expired, refresh, confirm, and purchase successful, I can tap on the screen there. And now I own $10 more worth of Bitcoin. Now I can also sell. Let's say that I want to sell all these Satoshis, $48 worth. I'm going to confirm that. And let's say I want to send Griff, I'm going to tap on Griff's profile here, and I'm going to send him thanks for the sats. And I'm going to send him $11 back. Confirm, and I bet Griff gets a notification here in just a second. And let's say that I'm going to set up another buy, and I'm going to do an hourly buy, and let's do 50 cents. 50 cents every hour. And it's just going to keep doing that until I run out of money. So let's just keep doing that. So now it's going to buy me 50 cents worth of Bitcoin every hour. Now, the question you might be asking, how do I self-custody this Bitcoin? Great question. Actually, I think we're going to have to buy a little bit more. Let's just go ahead and buy all of this. Now I want to send, I've got my $37.12 up here worth of Bitcoin, and I want to send it to my Blue Wallet because I want to self-custody my Bitcoin. I want to hold it and own it the right way. There's a little button in the top right that looks like a little paper airplane. If you tap on that sucker, it's going to say scan or paste a Bitcoin address, making a payment, use the pay feature on the home tab. So you can actually scan a QR code, somebody's Bitcoin wallet QR code, or you could tap the paste button that's a little dark in the bottom, and you can paste your Bitcoin address so that it sends to that address. Well, let's go back to Blue Wallet, And let's go get that address here. So I came back to my wallet that I created, right? And you'll see two options at the bottom. One that says receive, one that says send. Well, I want to receive Bitcoin into this Bitcoin wallet. So I'm going to tap on that receive button. It's asking here if I've saved my backup phrase, and I'm going to say, yes, I have. I have done that. So now here, this would be that QR code that somebody else could scan, and they could send Bitcoin to that address. Now, there's also that long string of letters and numbers below that. If you just tap on that, it'll copy it to your clipboard. You could also share it, and you could send it to somebody else, which is kind of a cool feature. But for this purpose, I'm just going to tap on it, copy it to my clipboard, and then I'm going to come back over here to Strike, and I'm going to tap on that airplane button up here again. And now you see that the paste button is white. It knows that I've got a Bitcoin wallet address saved in my clipboard. So I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to say, I'm going to send all of these sats over there. Now I'm going to confirm it. Now you also can see that same string of letters and numbers right there should match this string of letters and numbers that we just copied. Now, because we copied and pasted, I'm not worried about it. But that's how you do it. I'm going to click confirm, and it's going to send 166,000 Satoshis over to Blue Wallet, and it'll process over here in, I don't know, probably about an hour or so, give or take. Look, there's our Strike. There's our Strike payment actually just came through.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said
cool.
that would take like an hour or something, and I was like, I think Strike to Blue Wallet actually is pretty darn fast.
Yeah, so you can see it says one confirmation. That means that there's been one validation on the Bitcoin network, and as time goes on, that will exponentially increase as all the other blocks get validated on top of it. So that's cool. So there's one confirmation. So that's cool.
This guy's going to want to cut. This guy wants to cut. Real estate agent's going to take 20% off the top. Get the fuck out of here.